Hey guys, this is Garies and welcome to another episode of Survival Overdone. We are once again in Gaia and we are busy doing another uni episode. We are now at episode number 5 of update news and information episodes. So I'm bringing a few changes today. The developer did a bunch of work the past month. A little bit over a month if I'm not mistaken, but he had a lot of implementations. He did a startup sequence or a intro sequence or however you want to put it, and then he also implemented an ending. So that was, he put up a vote on Steam group for what the players thought would be a better package to implement first, and most chose the ending package. So that was what he was working on. So I wanted to start off here because I wanted to show you how you start off with. So let's start the episode of the save game. So we have a few points to talk about today. Okay, so you start off in a escape pod, which is actually awesome. There is a cinematic, but it's just turned off for the testing phase. You will see it once you once the game is open to public and so on. And if there is a phase that we do test the procedural maps again, I'm sure then the intro will be on and then we can see it. But only if you guys don't mind spoilers and so on. So rather than running around picking up the crates, you basically find everything inside your pod, the escape pod, and here's your emergency supplies, the food and water and the ammo. So just want to grab these so that we have the necessities. Not escape. You can just walk away, you don't have to press escape. If you open the inventory, you just walk away and it will go away, or you can press I for inventory and it will also go away. So there's a few things that I can show you in this episode, guys, and unfortunately a few things that I can't, or rather not can't, rather I don't want to, because it's going to be a spoiler for myself as well. I read the patch notes and there was a part explaining the ending, and I do not want to have it for myself also, or spoil it for myself also. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to continue my normal test play series, and I will start a new game, save game again, because a lot of it has changed since the last time I made the test play episode. And then once I am at the same level that I was with the last episode, I will start recording again, and then you guys can join me again while we explore the end scenes. So what I'm not gonna show you now is the ending. The escape the developer implemented an escape ship. So Amanda's mission is to find, or build, not find, sorry, to build the escape ship to escape off of the planet. Okay, so with that he implemented a new assembler that you can build the ship or the ship components. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't played that part, and I do not want to, as I said, show in the uni episode because I don't want to spoil it. I want to experience it firsthand. I like experiencing it firsthand and finding out new things. That makes the game more interesting. If you guys follow me on the ARC episodes, also Extinction, I play like that. I have no spoilers for myself and I like experiencing everything anew and as new things comes out. So feel free and be welcome to come over and check those out as well. Okay, so back to Gaia. So with a new ship assembler, we have, or the ship assembler, and also with the ending, he implemented a new resource called hydrazine. It's the fuel source for the ship, and with that he made prefabs. So in the previous episode I called it buildings, but buildings actually made everybody confused. So I saw in a patch notes the user word prefabs, which makes actually much more sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that or anything, but yes. So these buildings, as I used to call them, is prefab. So it's prefabricated buildings that you combine into one thing, and you can build a massive thing, or a ship, or a base, or whatever the case may be. I like the weather system. Every time you start off, I start this game now 2 or 3 times since a new implementation, and every time it was different weather. I love it. But in any case, back to the new implementation. So there's new prefabs, most specifically to the ship, and also the developer implemented a limit so that you can't build multiple ships. That's actually a good point. I haven't seen the ship yet, so I'm not sure how it would have been worked if you had multiple ships. Maybe you could have made an armada and attacked whatever aliens are outside flying around, or other spaceships or enemies, or whatever the case may be. So, and also he added various sounds and sound effects, like with shield generator he edited that, and so on, and various other sounds he added. And he's also planning to work on the visuals and more sounds in the future, but we'll get to the future planned things but in a few minutes. Okay, he added the various sounds. He did a little bit of optimization. It seems like he made it so you gain about 5 frames more than you used to, and he made improvements on turrets performance in the game and on the CPU itself. So if it was training on a CPU, he improved the turret so that it takes less CPU processing, so your computer struggles a little bit less in shooting things around the game. Yes, okay, so the performance in-game and on your PC itself. And he also implemented an overhaul system on the turrets. Basically, it now has reload times, it has the targeting is in, he changed the targeting system, etc. And there's also 5 new types of ammo in the game, and basically it's to accompany the spaceship that you're going to build to escape. So you can put turrets on a ship, and it helps you escape and fight pirates that would attack you or could attack you while you're building it. It does take this time frame accompanying the building of a ship. So yes, while that happens, you can be attacked by pirates because your wealth increases a lot. So I believe it's linked to the wealth system. That is what I was looking for. Linked. There's a time limit linked to building a ship. Okay, and then another change he made: the pirates that attack you, speaking of a wealth, is usually the biggest ship would attack you after 30 days of in-game time and a certain amount of wealth that you have accumulated. So the developer took away the 30 days, but he increased the amount of wealth you needed for that ship to spawn. So if you get to, I don't know what the number of wealth is, we will see that in game. But so if, let's say it's 20,000 wealth. So if you get to 20,000 wealth within 2 days, the big ship will spawn already, and that makes it easier for us testers, because then we can force a ship to spawn quicker. We don't just want to spawn a ship with a command or the event triggers, because we want to see basically gameplay events if you build, let's say, 10 foundations or floors or whatever the case may be, and then it spawns, so that the trigger in game happens correctly, not just okay, let's trigger it, force a trigger basically. Okay, so there's something that I can show you that he has changed. Just excuse me a second. Okay, I'm back. I needed to cough a few times there. Okay, so awesome implementation, I believe, is when you build. Now I just need to find a flat area again to start off with. Any one of you that saw my intro or my gameplay would see that I explained here how to do the building works and the flat area. also a new player guide. So this is a new implementation. It shows you where you can build. It's a building guide, so anywhere that the building you have in your hands is where you can place it actually next. So the more you place, the more place you will have to place it. So just want to take a multi-tool and come around here. Let's make a circle. Okay, so basically any place in a green you can now place this. Okay, I'm just quickly gonna go into test mode so I can spawn walls, so that I can show you guys. Where's my mouse? My mouse disappeared. Here's my mouse. There it is. Okay, great. Items, we need a wall. Any wall will do. Give me a wall. Okay. Go away from test mode. Oh, lovely. Thunder. I'm not sure, but I think that's a new thunder sound. Build mode. Walls. Come on. Oh, you need pillars first. You need a pillar support. I forgot about that one. Pillars, there's pillars. Okay, go out of test mode. Build menu, B for build menu. Feel free to check my new player guide for all this building and so on. And now we can go to walls. Build walls. Oh, maybe I got it wrong. It's only for the foundations or the floors that there's a build guide for now. Oh, but in any case, doesn't matter. It's still awesome that we can now see where we want to build and we can plan out a little bit better as we build. So unfortunately this is the only thing I'm going to show you today, guys. Just want to go to my list quickly. Okay, then future planned changes and upgrades and so on. Okay, we talked about the sounds and visuals. He's also gonna implement, so because he did a massive amount of work now at for the ending scene and the intro scenes and so on. Or not the ending scene, ending gameplay. He spent a lot of time on that, and he wanted to work on different things now. So he's gonna focus a little bit on bugs again. So our testers has a lot of bugs to report to him again, and he's gonna fix that. And he's also planning a lot of balancing, especially on damage and resource requirements for prefabs, etc. We've already gave him a lot of info and feedback regarding that, so I believe he's going to start implementing that and looking into the rebalancing. And he's also planning a massive optimization of the game, so gaining a lot of frames per second. And I myself personally was very glad to hear that, because let's take a game like Ark. It's very big recently, for past 2-3 years maybe. It's a very nice game, great mechanics, great maps, great everything, except one thing: it's not optimized. That game chows resources like crazy. Even with a 1080 Ti, you will get lag spikes and so on with that game, because it's not optimized. So when I heard he wanted to optimize a game, and he's planning into doing it soon, or sooner rather than later, that made me very happy, because if you can bring out a game that's optimized when launched, that is awesome. So not even on like Ark, it passed alpha and already launched, did an official launch, and it was not optimized. There was 2 new DLC since it was launched officially, and no optimization. And there's rumors about the 3rd one, and still not optimized. I wish they can stop thinking about DLCs and optimize. So again, it made me very glad that he's learning from other useless studios and and optimize the game. But in any case, so that's a little bit of a rant from my side. Sorry about that. Okay, so just for something future, guys, he is planning on starting a Kickstarter campaign in February. So please go support him over there, because that will help him greatly. But the actual news regarding that, about 2 to 4 weeks ahead of that, so basically end of January, maybe a little bit later, a week or two after that. And I believe he's thinking, depending on how many of the massive bugs and visuals we can sort out, he is going to open another testing phase. So 10 more players can apply for being an alpha tester, and I believe then it will be alpha phase. It's now still pre-alpha phase. If you go, okay, just remember to save. F7 is okay. If you go to main menu, I just want to show you guys. So we are still in early pre-alpha. Where is that? Yeah, here it is. Note that it in this early pre-alpha version. So I believe we're going to be in either pre-alpha then, or because this is early pre-alpha, or just alpha. I'm not sure. But so let's get back into game. Come help us other testers out and experience the game firsthand for yourself. And yes, that's it, guys. That's it for now. We are planning some sort of live stream in the future, but the developer and I will still talk about that and get the finer details sorted out. But that will be mid to late December, I believe. So keep your eyes out on the news and so on my channel, and also on the Steam group. And also, you can, in the description, you can find links to the Steam store page and also a forum for Gaia, so you can come greet us over there and say hi to the developer, and you can also see the patch notes for yourself. So if you want to have spoilers specifically for the ending, feel free to go check the patch notes on the forum, and that will excuse me, and then you can get a better understanding what's going to happen, or what triggers it, what events trigger, sorry for that, and so on. But I don't want to read that part. Luckily the developer did give there a spoiler warning, so I skipped that part completely. And yes, so I can't wait to see the ending for myself and in gameplay, not just spawn, as I said, because that just spoils the fun of a game. And also, if you just spawn it, you can't do the testing, as I mentioned earlier. So I hope this was informative for you guys, and I hope this makes you more excited for the game. I know I am more excited, especially for all the optimization and the ending and all the other packages the developer is still planning to implement, like the underwater exploration and so on. Not to spoil too much, so just gonna leave it there. There's gonna be more things to do around the world, more events, more exploration. Specifically for a game like this, exploration is important, not just to go get resources, but other things as well. So let's leave it at that. Don't want to spoil too much for you guys. Once you can experience this game for yourself, for 1 or 2, come check the let's plays about it, or the test plays, as we're still in testing phase. So thank you guys, I appreciate it that you came to watch this, and I'm sure the developer as well. Please check the description for all the links to the forum, as I said, and also the store page on Steam. And also there's links to my Twitter channel, my public Discord. Come have a chat with me there and other players. I know there's another player that's on a forum as well, that's interested in this game. He's also there, so everybody can have a chat there, so feel free to join us. And if you are interested in an ARC series, please follow me on YouTube, to come subscribe to me there, and also subscribe for more news regarding Gaia and test plays, and also these update news and information videos you will find there. And please remember to leave a like or a dislike and comment regarding what you see in the game, and also if you dislike something, feel free to leave a comment. The developer also will read the comments, so, and I'm sure he will reply. He replied to a previous question that came up, so if you have any questions or queries, either myself or the developer will be more than happy to reply to you guys. So once again, thank you for coming to join us, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.